The brave little rabbit and the hungry lion in a vibrant city park on the edge of a bustling town, where trees whispered in the wind and birds sang their morning songs. There lived a small rabbit named Riku. Unlike other rabbits, Riku wasn't content with nibbling on grass or hiding in burrows all day. He had a curious mind, a brave heart, and a tiny backpack he carried everywhere, filled with gadgets, snacks, and little notebooks for sketching maps of his adventures. One sunny morning, as Riku hopped near the park's fountain, he overheard a disturbing conversation between two crows perched on a tall oak tree. "Did you hear?" croaked one crow. "A lion has escaped from the zoo and is roaming the outskirts. People are terrified. No one knows when it will strike." Riku's ears twitched, but instead of panicking, he felt a spark of determination. "I may be small," he whispered to himself, "but maybe I can do something to help." The news spread quickly across the park. Squirrels chattered nervously, pigeons flapped in worry, and even the usually carefree ducks stayed close to the pond. Yet Riku wasn't just brave. He was smart. He remembered reading about lions in one of the books his human friend had left on a park bench. Lions are powerful, yes, but they are also intelligent and respond to kindness, as well as caution. Riku set off toward the edge of the park, following the trail the lion had left in the grass and dirt. Hours passed, and just as the sun began to dip behind the city skyline, he spotted him. A massive lion, golden mane glistening in the fading light, pacing near the bushes with hungry, piercing eyes. The other animals had fled in fear, but Riku stood frozen for a moment, not out of fear, but out of thought. He noticed the lion wasn't roaring at him. He was sniffing the air, tired and lonely. He remembered something from his reading. Lions, despite their strength, are social creatures. Perhaps this lion was scared and hungry, not malicious by nature. With a deep breath, Riku approached cautiously. "Hello, Mr. Lion," he said softly. "My name is Riku. Are you hungry?" The lion blinked, surprised. No one had spoken to him like this. "I am hungry," he rumbled in a voice that shook the leaves. "I want food, but I'm trapped. The city is strange, and humans, they frighten me." Riku smiled gently and reached into his backpack, pulling out a carrot and some leafy greens. He tossed them carefully toward the lion. "This isn't much, but it will help for now. We can figure out a way for you to get real food safely." The lion, hesitant at first, sniffed the carrot and then devoured it hungrily. He lowered his massive head and looked at the tiny rabbit. "You are very brave, little one. Most would have run. Why are you helping me?" "I believe everyone deserves a chance," Riku replied. "Even if you seem scary, I know you're more than your hunger or your size. We can solve problems together if we don't just attack each other out of fear." A bond formed that evening between the unlikely duo. Riku led the lion to a quiet corner of the park where people weren't around. Using his notes and some advice he remembered from the zookeeper's guide, he set up a temporary food station with fruits, meat scraps, and water. The lion ate, rested, and for the first time in days, felt safe. Over the next few days, Riku and the lion became partners of sorts. Riku guided the lion through safe paths in the city outskirts, avoiding humans and traffic, while the lion protected Riku from other dangers, like stray dogs or aggressive birds. The duo became the talk of the park as small rabbit, teaching a mighty lion how to navigate a modern city with care, and the lion showing that even the strongest need friends. Eventually, the zookeeper arrived with a tranquilizer net and transport van. The lion was calm, following Riku's guidance. "Instead of resisting, he trusts you," the zookeeper said, astonished. "I've never seen him behave like this around humans." As the lion was safely returned to the zoo, he gave a low rumble of farewell, nuzzling Riku gently. Riku waved, smiling through tears. "Remember," he whispered, "bravery isn't about fighting. It's about caring, understanding, and helping others, no matter how big or small they are." Word of the brave little rabbit and the city lion spread across social media. Children drew pictures of the duo. Adults shared the story online, and the park became a symbol of courage, compassion, and modern heroism. Moral. True bravery is not about size or strength, it's about empathy, understanding, and taking action even when the odds seem impossible. In a modern world filled with fear and uncertainty, small acts of courage and kindness can build friendships and change lives.